All right, well, welcome to the Paranormal Hangover episode 3.
Episode 3, lucky number
Do you
3.
remember we did 2? This is the third one. So 2, we recapped, I think, the cave. So this is a recap of Mount Wilson during our first visit.
Oh, God.
Okay, and I have like a 15-minute video we could watch if you want. That's like a recap.
That's good. Okay.
Like dart away. Really fast. Still having trouble? It's okay.
You guys still having trouble? I could tell. You also having trouble. Looks.
Well, because, hold on. Can we... No, I see the same
It's
this.
gonna pause.
Look through it looks like
I can tell you haven't watched this video.
In a while? Yeah, I haven't watched this video in a while.
I pause it. Remember? I pause it and
Oh,
I zoom,
yeah.
right in
No,
on.
on the little guy. Yeah.
really dark eyes.
It's like right where the stairs are. I realized that I thought that it darted away really quickly. It didn't. It kind of like lingered there for a little bit.
Oh.
Slow shot of it.
I'm gonna stop it here in a second.
No, I see it already. I saw it.
Dark eyes. Looks like brown hair. Curved over like
Right there. Yeah, right. Where
You
it
see that?
almost looks like a big ear,
So
but it's not. I know what you're... Yeah. I see it.
later,
Yeah, but see.
Jeff says, in Mount Wilson. No, I'm not gonna bring that up right now.
Okay.
But well, sort of. That's what I'm gonna bring up right now. When I went back to Mount Wilson, I showed Jeff the same video, and he goes, "You know what?" Because he had told me later on that there are stories of kids that were playing around the Mount Wilson, like the bungalow area right outside the saloon, but they weren't kids. They were like aliens. And he commented on like, "Oh, that's really cool. That would have been cooler if they didn't have hair." And then later the next day in the morning, Ugo actually took that Polaroid. So it's weird that like.
Are we allowed to show it?
Well, no, it's gonna be on Instagram. So you have to go to you gotta go to
okay.
Erie Expedition, and you can see the Polaroid.
Okay, that would be cool
Um,
because that's a good...
But that is interesting, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
because same area almost.
right, yeah, actually, kind of same area. I'm gonna try to speed this up.
But now I see why you say little girl. Why do we think it was a little boy?
we're gonna be in this room over here, okay?
I don't know.
But okay, yeah, okay. Oh, God. Oh,
That was when that thing goes off.
yeah.
This was George when the entity, the SLS, they look like a child, and then it looked like you can see it. It looks like a child, or later on. These are like two entities. Or actually, this one's the child, this is the adult.
Yeah.
And it looked as though the adult was standing between the child, kind of like trying to get the child away from George, or like say like get like.
Oh,
come
yeah.
over.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like two are holding hands.
Oh, my God.
Are they holding my hands? It looks like there's an adult holding a child. Oh, maybe is that your little child?
Oh, yeah.
This was later on. This is when the two devices were speaking to each other.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Uh-huh.
They kind of say some pretty interesting stuff. I do play. They say testing.
Because
It
that's when
says-
we left them, right? Yeah.
I left the Spirit Talker and my app phone,
That's,
and they start talking to each other.
The children are heard.
That
Yeah.
says that.
That was one of my favorite parts, too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This is when you were under.
Oh, God. I don't remember this. That's the weird part.
You this part was kind of interesting. This was we were under the impression someone might have came through, and Jeff, he has heard families' names through paranormal investigators' devices.
His family's?
Yes.
Oh.
So there seems to be some weird connection in that room in particular that allows communication to come through. Because
like using somebody that, right? Or, because that's what I felt like there.
well, what we're saying is like he was getting names of his family almost as if his family was in the room. Almost as if it seems as though someone that you known was in the room talking to you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. We're getting tapping. If you didn't listen to this with headphones, I highly recommend you go back.
No, I did, because I remember you saying that, because you really can't hear it without headphones. Yeah.
Headphones on, yeah.
We heard you. I heard you, Mike.
The White House said it.
This was your like the portal.
Oh my God, I'm going to.
You were talking about the portal right here, and you were saying that the White House knows. And I'm like, the White House, like,
You're not supposed to
where's
know.
the White House? Is there a White House, right?
Or yeah.
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 But then it says that you're not supposed to know, and it seems as though if you've been keeping up with what's going and
Oh my God, can we?
no one is right now. What's happening in Congress with the UAP report? It's everything that you were getting. It's interesting because if you follow what's happening, you answer a lot of these questions, and it's very bizarre and eerie. But
Because I answered these questions before any of these things came out.
yes.
Oh my God, see.
This was later after you had left.
Yeah, because you told me
the
some.
K2 was on the ground.
Just said, trust me.
This K2. This is the same K2. Where is it? Right here. So the same K2, you put it on the ground. I got 2, but it's because it's near those batteries, I think. But if I put it, there we go. That's what it should normally do.
Just stay green.
It just did just like that. Okay? It's not doing anything. I'm kind of showing my sister. See how like it's just
Yeah.
there's nothing going on with it. Okay. We end up.
Oh, wait, there.
Hey, you see me waving? Hey, you see me waving?
See how it's
I see
spiked?
that, yeah. Because you can see it goes to yellow. Look. I saw it.
Thank you so much for communicating with us.
Steven, where are you right now? We're trying to find you.
Wait, Steven?
So yeah, that was the name that we ended up getting. Later on, this is at the porch. So I'm gonna try to turn this up because we're using my headphones. So I might blow my headphones just for you to hear this.
What the fuck was that? You didn't hear that, George? It was like a. Oh, I heard it. Yeah. It sounded like humans.
I heard
So what is so bizarre is when me and Ugo we went back to Mount Wilson, and I'm not gonna show you everything because this is gonna drop very soon. And so you
Hey,
weren't there.
you heard it. You heard it here.
The 13th, supposedly you're going. So.
You heard it. You heard what he said. Drop soon.
It is dropping very soon. So listen to this. And you tell me if it's similar. Wait, I can't hear
How can you give me the headphones?
No.
Jesus, you heard him. Okay.
Did you hear that little like kind of moan?
Yeah, but that sounds almost like crying. To me.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So
that's what the hell. And where is anybody?
does that sound similar to you than the other one?
I mean, it sounds like a person or a thing
So
or
here's
something.
the-
It just sounds like it's crying. That's to me.
So here's the weird thing.
Oh God.
Me. And that was the conclusion of part of what happened. That was a recap. Just so you know, that was the end. Nothing
I
else
do
happened.
remember. Yeah.
So we go back to Mount Wilson and we have an encounter near this. We're at a cave. We're on top of a cave right now.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, is that white?
See?
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting in the cave right here. And what I was doing was, it's out of focus because Ugo's the camera operator. I need to put that too. Camera operator by Ugo.
You should.
Professional. But I'm meditating. See?
That's a good picture.
And
Oh my God! You don't see that?
what?
You
That
don't
little
see. No. You don't see that whole. See, why do I see stuff? You don't see that rock next to you? What it looks like?
This one?
Yeah.
No.
2 eyes, a nose, big forehead. Right here, look.
Are you talking about right here?
Yes, that, and then go down. See the 2 dark circles?
Right here?
To your left. 1, keep going. 2. And then see like how...
Are you saying this is a face?
Yeah, that whole thing is a face.
Oh. That should be my screenshot for part 2.
I'm just... I don't see how you don't see that.
I see it now, but that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool because it's a cool picture of you like meditating and then like, what is that? That doesn't look like a human or an animal to me.
Well, we can talk about this later. So we can talk about it because we're going to get into as far as we can go. So that happened, that screech happened at the top, and that's where I recorded it. But here's the thing. We went to that mountain not to film anything. I went to meditate.
Oh, okay.
And but we ended up like filming like the whole trek up there, like.
Oh, your hike up there.
Yeah. Like
okay.
You can see it. Watch. But we're talking about because a lot of weird stuff started happening to us on the way up. So this is us going up right here.
Oh my God! You guys are, wow.
So as we're going up this mountain, we're hearing
Sounds.
sounds, and it sounds as though just like you described a screech, like an animal in agony. Or
Oh
like, right?
yeah.
And that's how we first were hearing it. As we got to the top, and that's when it became louder. And we're like, we should probably get going. Because I don't know what that is. I don't have a gun on me. There's mountain lions up there.
Oh hey.
So we're like, you know what? Let's go. So we started heading back down, and yeah, you can't see everything. As we even Nicole doesn't know. Nicole's like, tell me something. As we start heading down, we start hearing the sounds getting like further away, but they sound like no longer in agony, more like a roar almost. And so we're like good thing we're heading back away from there. This is also, just so you know, this is a 4-mile hike, 2 miles and 2 back.
That's a pretty good hike.
4 hours, 2 hours there, 2 hours
Up,
back.
down.
Yeah, it's all up and then down, coming back down. We started to hear it like it's further away, and then we get to a point where we find some arrowheads, and I gotta see. I believe, it happens after. So we encounter some arrowheads, and
Whoa.
they're like every shape, or like every type. Like you have like this one's a little bit different. This one's a little bit different.
Even the
this
color
one,
too.
That's what I'm saying. They're all like different
Different.
colors. They're all different. This one's like really big, and shortly after that, I believe, we hear the screech again, but it's like where the couch is.
Oh no.
And we turn, and there's nothing. And I believe that's where you see this reaction right here, I believe. So look at our faces. So
Okay.
this is when we heard it. And look, this is the direction we heard it. So yes, I guess there's some areas where something big, because this sounded big. That's the other thing. This sounded big. This sounded like animalistic, but it sounded human.
Oh.
And maybe behind this tree or maybe behind this tree.
That's still not far. Okay.
Right? But it did feel like, in my opinion, it could have been hidden behind this tree. Could have been. But look at his face. Watch. Can you see his face?
Yeah, like he kind of looks shocked, like what? And he's looking over there.
Because that's where we just heard it, and he's like kind of his mind's trying to like figure it out. I've never seen him like this.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I've never, and I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen him, but he looks like, I don't want to say scared, but he almost looks scared.
At that moment, we were confused.
Like, you know, when you're like, I don't want to think that I heard that, but I heard that, and what could it be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mainly because it was that close and there was nothing there.
Oh my God.
And this is where, like, Mount Wilson, I wanted to talk to you about this because I don't think you know this. This is why I wanted to have you here so you could actually hear me say this to you. Mount Wilson has some Paleolithic remnants that date back to like pre-flood. Like caveman times.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a Native American story of this region. Well, first off, you know about the Lovelock Cave, right? The Lovelock Cave is in Nevada. It's where a Paiute princess who became, I think she ended up becoming the chief. But she, in the late 1800s, she was wearing a red dress that was made of like red hair. And when they asked her what's that made of, and she told them a story that the dress comes from her ancestors. It was made a long time ago during a period where their tribe used to fight against the tribe that would eat people. And they were known as the Red Giants. And the tribe, I didn't know this side of the story till today, but the story is that the tribe tried to be peaceful with them, and it came to the point where they just kept stealing. They would steal bodies after they would bury them. Like, yeah, they instead of just stealing their children, they would steal the women. They started reverting to like stealing like actual
dead corpses.
Yeah. And the people were so upset that they eventually just like banded together to overthrow that race, and it took about 3 years of a war, and it culminated into a region known as Lovelock Cave. And Lovelock Cave, there's an actual cave that you could visit, and there's an archaeological dig that happened there because a guy had heard this story and was also looking for bat guana, because bat guana is very expensive. It's worth a lot of money apparently.
Is it a rock or what's
bat guana?
Yeah.
Bat feces.
Ew.
Yeah, apparently it's like, I don't know what they use it for, but I don't know. It's worth a lot of money.
Huh.
But he ends up finding a sandal. A very large sandal. He ends up finding a bone. It's like a femur or something, but it's like
huge.
Huge, yes. Those bones were stored at the museum, and then I believe they were given back to the tribe. But the tribe, when it comes to artifacts like this, they destroy them. Like they're not. They believe that they're cursed.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, so
Like,
they don't.
They don't want to keep it.
They don't keep them.
Yeah.
They destroy them. They really do. They destroy them.
Well, I believe that. Yeah.
So a lot of those bones are actually gone now. They're like a lot of the records of them, but the story of them uncovering these things have been documented, and I believe the museum to this day still has the sandal. I believe that is something that they still do possess. But what I'm trying to get to is, if you know pre-flood biblical, you talks about giants. If you talk about Native Americans and pre-flood times, they talk about giants.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this till a couple weeks ago. The ancient Hopi tradition, but it's actually the Pima people, the sea people, that the Hopi people become, and their tradition dates back to during the flood. They have a flood story that during the flood they ended up on top of Mount Superstition, which is also Thunder Mountain in Arizona.
Oh.
And Mount Superstition has, if you don't know about Mount Superstition, it's a place I want to visit, but the people that go into the Superstition Mountain, some of them don't come back. People go beheaded. There's a lot of gold there's El Dorado gold superstition there from Spanish. There's actually Spanish mines deep in there. And there was a man who actually found a lot of gold, and he died with gold underneath his bed that is more pure than any gold that we have to this day. And that mine, to this day, they haven't found it, but some family believes that they know where it is now, and they believe that they're about to dig it up. But during the last earthquakes, a lot of those mines, especially the Spanish mines, caved in. And so they're no longer accessible. They're trying to redig them out again, basically.
Holy.
Yeah, a lot of gold, crazy gold. But that mountain, it's called Thunder Mountain. If you know mythology, there's a ancient mythology story that even dates back to the Mayans, and his name is Quetzalcoatl, and he's known as the thunder spirit, the thunder god.
Well, there's the Greek god too that does thunder.
This is from Costa Rica, and it's called the Plump Serpent, and this is outstanding representation of the Plump Serpent. It was copied from a ceramic polychrome pottery piece found in the peninsula of Nicoya on the Pacific coast of northern Costa Rica. It represents a rare and complex monster combining the attributes of a bird, a snake, and a jaguar as a mythological religious symbol of the Cotoga Indians.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got it when I went on an adventure with Mike one time.
Always
No
goes
story.
back to Mike,
That's
huh?
a whole nother story.
We won't get into that.
We'll get into that. It's a whole other story. But that thunder god is, in my opinion, the same god that visited the Mayan god. And the Indians talk about that mountain being where the thunder god came down and taught them how to grow corn. What does that sound like to you? Sounds like the Mayans. Sounds like
Oh yeah.
how the gods came down and brought them how to
Every
grow. Yeah.
pretty much.
If you go back to and you look at Göbekli Tepe, that was the that structure that was found in Turkey, and those are the T structures. On there are these god-looking bird creatures, and they're carrying a bag. Now, many mythological scholars and people have talked about what's in the bag, right?
Mhm.
If you talk to no one talks to the Indians, but if you talk to the Indians, according to their mythological stories, the thunder god brought a bag, and the bag held corn.
That's
And
crazy.
the corn is the corn that he brought and taught them how to grow it.
Like seeds almost.
So it's basically a seed bag.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So the story says that during the flood, all the Indians, they climbed to the top of the mountain, and the whole region was flooded, and they looked around, and on top of the mountain with them were other creatures that were not human, and some were small, some were very large.
I know where you're going with this.
And they say that a cloud opened up because it was raining
Yeah.
for like constantly, and then all of a sudden it was almost as if a zipper opened up and clouds came down, and the clouds had opened up just a little bit, and it seemed like a very like white chalkous mist came out of the clouds, and the giants looked up, and they like, some of them like apparently knew what was coming, and they kind of like cowered down, or they like did that, and as the fog touched them, they turned into stone. Remember that photo that you said of me in the cave?
Yeah. Oh my god.
And they
So were you playing? You didn't see that?
Huh? Oh, I didn't know. No, I didn't know that. I didn't see that either. No. That cave is an ancient Native American shaman cave.
God, I'm in shock right now.
That's a Native American shaman cave.
I know. I'm in shock
Okay?
right
So
now.
now we talk about giants who passed away,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And when we pass away, what do we have?
Well, we turned to dust.
Well, me and you know that we have spirits. Some of them
Oh, well,
linger.
yes. Some
okay?
people, yeah.
Some spirits linger. Look at that one in the cave that tried to say bye to us when we were on the way out.
Oh, God, that's true.
Okay.
Well, and there, too.
So,
Yeah.
remember we talked about top of the mountain,
Yes.
the giants.
Oh, my God.
As we're getting to the top, we're hearing that thing screeching.
That is...
We get to the point where at the top, that's where Jeff says... he finds this.
Yeah, that picture was interesting.
That's the same spot where you heard that. That's the same spot.
Oh, hell no.
So
Oh.
what really tripped me out was
That's the same spot?
it's the same spot.
Oh, because there's snow. Okay.
But so that was winter.
Oh. No, I know, but did he give you that picture?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I was like, wait a minute. Didn't you go to... Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, he gave me that. That's from this winter. What happened to us was a couple weeks ago.
That's... Whoa.
Okay? When we went with Darren was around summertime.
Yeah.
And that's when we heard that other recording that you
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah.
Okay? So what I'm trying to put two and two together here is when we heard it and we turned and we didn't see anything, what my brain is now telling me is that was a being that possibly died thousands, hundreds of thousands of years ago and is still protecting that region.
That's crazy.
Now here's where we go down the rabbit hole.
Oh no, the rabbit hole.
So the History Channel. Did you watch History Channel?
The history.
No one did. Most people are mad about
No,
the
no,
Biden
no.
and Trump debate.
No,
and
no,
that
no,
this
I
guy
did.
fell asleep,
No, no, no.
Which is so funny because are you now waking up to the fact that we have a president who's been sleeping?
Oh my God.
This
Okay,
entire
this isn't
presidency?
supposed to be politics.
It's what it's supposed to be.
No, remember I did watch it. Remember we were watching it at the same time? That was actually, remember that night for you?
True.
And also, which that's kind of weird if you kind of tie those things together, but I won't let that come out because then, people start asking questions. But that is when, remember, I was watching it and we were texting each other and I was like, where is the part? And you're like, oh, you have to keep watching. Like it may go into the next day. Remember? Because I never saw it. I watched the whole thing. It never, like the part where you said that part, it was me, right?
Oh.
It never came on, and then that was the night that everything happened, and then we never talked about it again.
Yeah. We were in it. I just said that so that you would watch it.
Okay, but where? Because I watched the whole thing.
So there was 2 episodes.
Oh, see, then I watched the first one. I didn't watch the second. Because that's...
I think during the first one they talked about this. So during the first one...
They talked about it, but I was looking for us is why. So I was like looking, I'm listening, and they're talking about everything.
So what the CIA... So the guy with the curly hair, he's ex-CIA.
I got that, and I
Okay.
kind of tried not to freak out.
What he...
Is this being recorded?
Yeah.
Oh.
What he says is that he has seen documentation of a dig that took place
Yeah.
at that ranch. And there's stories that in where he's working, that whatever it is, and this is a weird number, and this is why I talk about this. There's 2 ranches.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The one that's in Utah is 10,000 years old. The thing it's a craft. He literally says it's a craft.
Yes.
So there's 2 crafts that are buried underneath.
And
the
the other
ranch
one's
in
at
Utah
Mount Wilson.
And the one in Mount Wilson. Guess which one's older?
The Mount Wilson one.
Guess by how much?
I'm not sure the years.
100. So the one in Mount Wilson's 100,000 years old apparently.
And have they found it?
So what they tell you on the History Channel is something they know that something
Something's
was
there.
They were there. Our government was there at one point. Okay?
And saw it, yes. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. This is what Jeff is trying to point out, and the History Channel is pointing out too, but they're not telling the full story.
Yeah, I agree.
It all dates back to Howard Hughes and possibly even further back to even Tesla.
Oh, well, not
And
Tesla.
There was, do you remember the whole Roswell crash happened in 47?
Yes.
Okay. So supposedly it actually probably took place maybe years before. Okay. And the Roswell crash was possibly just like in the 40s or 30s. And what happened was,
Oh my
the
God.
one that happened in Roswell was a fake decoy. So
For
that
the-
it made people, because what was happening was these things were crashing, or these things were going into the mountain around what is known as the Nevada Triangle. It is a region in Nevada that kind of spans into California a little bit, that aircraft have known to gone down. Numerous ones. Mount Wilson, that's right over here. Not Mount Wilson over there, but the Mount Wilson by Mount Charleston.
Oh, yeah.
That one. There's a famous that crash that we were talking about with Moke when we went to the Frederickson Cave that had to do with
Oh, yeah.
that bar that he
Yes.
Gable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we were
See,
like,
'cause
oh,
she
that'd be
crashed-
cool.
She crashed supposedly in Mount Charleston, but a lot of crashes happen in this region. There's basically they started realizing that these crafts were going into certain mountains regions, okay? And they had figured out how to cause them to because apparently they phase when they go into things. So similar to how how it has to vibrate and resonate, and then it causes it to almost get out of this paradigm or dimension, let's say, and then it's able to travel in to the mountain to get to wherever city's there and then get to it. So apparently they did something where it was coming in and they zapped it and it crashed it. And that's when they supposedly dug down. They built a bunker home that had an elevator chute that went down, and that's where Jeff is digging. That went down all the way down
my
to
God.
a part where they dug out to where the craft is. And where it is, it's so big that they can't dig it out. They can't remove it.
He's digging down there.
He's digging down the old military elevator chute that is leading down to that craft. And supposedly there were bodies. There were occupants that were driving the craft, and they're stored there too, supposedly.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so this is why I believe that creature I encountered probably dates back to because here's the thing. This is what they believe that the craft was going. And they still go. And I'm about to show you something. These crafts are still going into the mountain. So I've been seen going into the mountain.
I mean, I believe that, yeah.
And supposedly there's a city.
A city in the mountain or underneath the mountain?
Supposedly in the mountain.
That's
And this is where it gets weird. When you we didn't try this, but this is why I want to try the next time we go. The cave, if you stomp down,
oh my God. It's like you're knocking on a door, Gio.
sounds hollow.
I feel like, are you using me to like communicate with these people?
Exactly. So that's why, in my opinion, that creature we encountered was probably an entity that had either passed on or is interdimensional. And because of its size, to me, sounds pre-flood. Sounds like the giants that date back to a period that the Native Americans in that region were fighting. And if that's true, its hostility towards me and Ugo makes sense because we're human. They ate human. So
What if we go back? Well, we are going to go back, okay? And you're using me as this guide or talker, whatever I am. I don't know. Bait, yeah, bait. And they're really there to take you.
Well, that's what brings you to that Polaroid. That Polaroid was taken, I think. Yeah, if you look at the Polaroids around it, they were taken at the same time. So here's the weird part. Do you see how the other Polaroids are clear?
Yeah.
Every other Polaroid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for that one.
And you turn the page. There's two more.
Oh, this next one. After.
Or there's one more, I think. Or two more.
Yeah, two more.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Both clear.
Yeah.
Right. There's something on this one. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when you look at that color, right? That color of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Oh.
And so that photo, every other Polaroid was me taking it. That Polaroid was taken by Ugo with me in it.
Yeah, and you can't really see you.
You
though.
can't see me.
Oh, wait, are you at the bottom?
I'm at the bottom, yeah.
Like, really bottom?
Yes, near the door frame. You see me?
Yeah.
Really? Let me see.
Barely.
Wow, let me see. 'Cause
Yeah, but
couldn't
I
see
have
me.
that vision, though. You don't have it.
Oh, that's
Like how I saw the face and you didn't see it?
I saw the face.
You don't... I could, like, barely kneeling.
Where?
Okay, so here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the thing right here? Is that it, right? I want to make sure. Isn't it, like, right over here?
That's the thing, but where am I kneeling? I saw the face.
Are you, like, right down here? Isn't that your face right there?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
me
See,
see.
and I don't even have my glasses on.
I think that is me.
No. We're recording. We're live, Cooper. Unless you're a big... I have...
That creature was behind me.
So, I think ultimately here, you're using me as bait, but in reality, you're probably using me so I'm the one that comes back to tell everybody that you got.
Well, I'm running out. Ugo's coming. And Ugo, he's so funny. He had an experience. He aside from that, that's just part of what happened to us. That's the funny thing is like when this video drops, people are either going to it's going to split. Because I'm literally dropping a story about an encounter with a Bigfoot or whatever cryptic creature you want to call this,
A giant.
or whatever
Or a giant.
interdimensional, or
Or a giant.
or a giant, or whatever. But we also have UFO footage, and the footage is not even what we saw.
Do you remember what you told me a long time ago?
What?
I feel like it's coming back.
What?
So if I couldn't reach you in my dream, that means that, you see, it's weird or something here.
Say it.
Well, because don't you remember how you said that you're meant to go on a journey?
Oh,
But
yeah.
your journey is a solo journey because you don't know if it could be traveling, right? Like traveling, and you meant like 3-dimensional or dimensional wise, or
Right.
or a spiritual journey. But either way, like you wouldn't be in this realm. And I was like, what? Told me that like a long time ago. With this dream and with this that's going on, like I've been having weird things that point that like you may be.
If I can take them home, I would. Because
See, and that's where
because,
yeah, but
here's the thing.
I don't think it's a good idea though.
No, but here's the thing.
No.
It is so
No.
wrong what we have done to this.
Oh, no,
To this and everything into the land and just to
No, I agree.
the fact that like on top of it is like all these ranches and like if this is
Yeah.
what it really is and what I believe that it is I believe that it's possibly a city that possibly dates back to a pre-flood civilization of beings that are very more advanced than we are, and for some particular reason they're still, I don't know why, they're still coming here.
They're still lingering,
They're
or
still-
remember what we said with Darren and George, how we said like, what if this is like a portal? What if this is that mountain in particular is a portal?
Remember what you said during your thing?
I know,
You
like-
said it's at the top.
That will you
You
do.
said it's at the top. And do you know
Yeah.
how far up we went? We went almost, actually we went to the top.
I'm-
We went to the top. We went to the top actually. Cuz look, where this photo is taken, or video actually. It's actually, I think, this video. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you that too. But this
So it's like you took my notes from that weird thing and you went with the notes that I
Right
gave you to the top.
you said go to the top.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
And
what's
you went to the
weird
top.
too is like we weren't planning that. Like we actually were not planning to go up there at all. It wasn't until we what the fuck is that?
To the left? What is it? Oh, I don't know. Is that water? Snow? No, because you guys are out there.
What the fuck? Well, there's all these other ones, right?
Yeah, but it almost looks like. Can you zoom in or no? No, huh?
I can, but I don't think it's anything. But I have something I do want to show you that's really
Can
weird.
I just ask, you went to the top and the sun was going down, so you had to go back down when it got dark? Or you raced against time?
We raced against time.
You're crazy.
I actually when we got to the top, I saw that sun.
And
I
you're like,
I looked at him. I go, we
gotta go.
I
Yeah.
was like, because we were hearing the other sound.
Yeah, like hell no. I would have been like, we gotta go, like now.
Yeah. Well, because we wanted to leave at 12. And it's so funny because that's so weird. Etika says that. Etika's like, there's a reason why you're not leaving now. And my
something
battery
died.
So I ended up going to AutoZone and got a new battery. And it's good that I got it then, because imagine dying at Mount Wilson.
You would have
I
really.
would really been screwed. Yeah, I would have blamed it on, it's the guy who got me.
It's the shaman.
It's the shaman. But we ended up, we got the battery, whatever, and we ended up making back. And because we got there at this time. He's like, hey, there's a shaman cave. I'm like, I want to meditate.
Oh, and that's
Shaman
when you
cave.
did it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're crazy.
Yeah, my meditation, I did it in a cave.
I know
that video
I
you
didn't
saw.
know you did it during this time though, like this time of day. I thought it was like
Yeah.
earlier in the day.
No.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the top of the mountain?
As that thing was screeching.
You're crazy. Is that the top of the mountain though?
No. But this is the entrance of the cave.
Oh.
And something I've noticed is there's a video of them going under. Because remember how I said that you could...
Oh, yeah.
There's an entrance. that
I've
goes
seen,
under. I
didn't want to say his name, but
I know. We can cut it out.
yeah, you might want to edit that.
We'll edit it out.
Okay. But no, I did see, because I was following the ranch actually on Instagram for a long time. That's how I found what I told you,
Yeah.
and I was like, what the heck? But I was following it, and I was like, wow, this is interesting. Like, this is cool. Where is this at?
We're going back to 13th. If you want to go back and stay, just let me know because I have to reserve you one more room. It shouldn't be a big deal, but you never know. There might be another...
Some special guests. You never know, Jeff.
Well, I could say now Sam and Kobe were there.
No, I know.
They could want to go back. Who knows? It could be, Sam and Kobe might be there.
And you're like, Diana,
So you gotta watch our channel if you want to. You'll see it here first. So I'm just saying, but
Shout out to
Shout
Sam
out
and
Sam
Kobe.
Hey, we're on the other side. They live in Summerlin.
You're like, come to Henderson.
They live in Summerlin.
Yeah, because they went to Fox Hill. We're getting off topic, but they went to that park.
Oh. Okay.
But, yep. All right, peace out.
Paranormal Hangover episode 3.
Episode 3.
Later.
He's going to drop it later.
Drop it later.